least they finish this time. Quinerly with a Euro
rebound. Here comes the freshman into the front court to the bucket. Left hand roller.
Sophomore. Oh, nice spin. It's good handling all the way to the rack.
Primo having a catch with Quinerly. Watch him go. Over Hawkins. Got it. A three.
Quinerly just made a three. Now penetrates. Oh, what a shot with a left hand for Jahvon Quinerly.
Shaw falls down. Quinerly got another. It is Jahvon Quinerly's showcase tonight.
Two left. Quinerly wins it.
Quinerly for three. It's good. 3 seconds remaining. How about that?
17 to 11 for Morgan State. Just down by 6 early on.
In 11 or 12 weeks, they look completely different when they find their roles.
The shot.
Brazdeikis is a freshman. Quinerly.
We'll find out what we're made of. And then you just...
Almost too easy layup. He went up with his left hand and didn't get it to go. Now Quinerly launches a three.
Are talking points, but that team is playing different, and all those guys that have that different skill level have emerged. They're a good team. Wisconsin and Easton have about it, and either want to run the show or don't engage their assistants as much. I thought he did a great job of bringing them in, as you see a highlight
Dumping Jay Wright.
It allows you to be effective defensively playing small ball in addition to the versatility you have.
He looks to find some help and does in Jahvon Quinerly. Ball fake and a beautiful pass to Pascal. And he was shut down early in the game. Quinerly!
Got his back, you go to the hole and finish. At least they finish this time. Quinerly with a Euro.
Nice play.
Quinerly. Head of steam.
Watch Primo.
Jump stop. Fired. And Quinerly just checked in with a rebound. Here comes the freshman into the front court to the bucket. Left hand roller. Here comes Boo. Villanova. Quinerly down low. Jump hook. Booth cut off. Double team. Quinerly 3. Quinerly. Inside, and it goes down.
There he is in the corner. Good pump fake. Say word. Booth saw it. Looks to the corner. Quinerly for 3. Quinerly's got the handle to pull up 3.
Quinerly. Runner. Wow, trick.
Tipped up and in by Figueroa. Winds up in a second chance for Quinerly, who banks in it. Here's Bay going baseline. He got cut off. Good vision. It's Quinerly. This time he didn't need the backboard.
Splits, kicks, baseline, Quinerly. And hits it.
Oh, that is rip the clock. Got to get rid of it. Oh, goodness.
Bay to Quinerly, layup.
Pascal nearly lost it. Over to Primo. Another extra pass by Villanova, and Quinerly. We've had 7 field goals in this game by 7 different players. Quinerly is the first to have 2.
The game that his team played against last year. Here's Quinerly off the steal on the bounce pass to Booth.
All eyes are going to be on because he will be running this offense. Wasn't eligible last season after transferring in from Villanova. So here's Herb Jones setting things up for the Crimson Tide. College, was a JUCO All-American. Oh, and that gets swiped away. I think it was Keon Ellis who stuck a hand in there, and then a very high recruit, the highest recruit for Alabama in this 2020 class. He's one of those notable returning players, but yeah, the list of returning players is shorter than the newcomer list. Chance points for the Gamecocks. See what Quinerly does. Doesn't mind the size. Third in the nation. Jones driving to the rack. Second chance. Quinerly from deep.
On the other end, though, you got Purdue with a nice
finish around the rim. Jacksonville State continuing.
Gas grill. Come on, boy. It's a gas grill. It's been a battle between those two guys. And you can tell the importance of this second game at the Maui Invitational. Of course, no one wants to be away, and he didn't. And his team ends up not getting a good shot. And Coach Otzelberger would not be upset with him for forcing shots right now, as hot as he is. This should have been to make sure he didn't get the shot. Someone else had to beat him.
Yeah, like the safety over the top in football, bracket coverage.
Doing that, trying to build a wall to keep him away from the basket, it opens up opportunities for shooters on the outside. You cannot.
Coaches in the SEC used to hate coaching against Kermit Davis at Middle Tennessee, so Ole Miss did a good job in going and sweeping him up.
Gets a screen from Petty, who kicks out top of the key. Back to Quinerly, 3 on the way. Got it.
Beautiful.
Coach and I have been around each other a long time. Deep 3, and that one's good from Quinerly. So sure, you get kicked out of the league.
Somebody might get hurt, huh?
Hey, right.
wow.
Ole Miss. Just 1 of 2, now 1 of 3 on the year from behind the arc. Into traffic and a blocking.
That are really trying to cover up Devontae Shuler tonight on the defensive end. Nice job going to the 1-3-1 zone to get stops. But because of the limited time left in this basketball game, I think he feels like he has to speed Alabama up.
Jahvon Quinerly, fresh into the game, knocks it down. It's him right now. That second statistic sheds some light on it. Quinerly, a deep 3, and he drains it. Herb Jones finds Quinerly, 1 bounce. And Quinerly sticks it. Primo in the corner. That's good. Shackelford breaking down Watford. Quinerly out to Primo, lines it up, back-to-back 3. Gaines had that one pinned off the backboard. There comes the freight train again. Quinerly. Tennessee just lost its second conference game earlier today. This would be LSU's second, and Alabama would have a win over both of those programs. Huntsville unequivocally played the best basketball of his career.
And I think it's been baby steps for him, really. I mean, one of the biggest things I've seen is just he's got a better handle with the ball. For 3 straight years, he had a negative assist to not happy. So LSU is not alone in the look in the mirror teams tomorrow morning. And goodness gracious.
Want to occupy, not so very well populated. Right now, Alabama, 3 of 16. And nice deflection down inside. Gary tips that ball away, and on the run out, laying it up and in.
2 legitimate fouls, how they were whining and their body language to legitimate fouls, and he kind of called them out on it and said, hey, we got long shots, and they are out and running, and then they're dribbling it, they're attacking. Beautiful ball movement.
The SEC, but just haven't been able to get anything going so far on the afternoon as Quinerly comes into the front court, lays it up and in through it.
See, Paul, I mean, you got guards that can rebound out to another guard, and then it's off to the races. Again, Coach Howland pull up 17-footer. Good job by Molinar.
Good ball movement. Quinerly again in the corner and answer
relentlessly, and that's what you got to do if you're Mississippi State.
Good strip once again, and Quinerly on the reverse layup, possibly in the quarterfinals. Going to be both of those teams are in the tournament.
Yeah. You know, South Carolina's capable of making some noise. I mean, as we saw today, I mean, it's just that's where the young freshman's got to see. He sees a lot of red in front of him. There's nothing there. Oh,
wow,
hello.
Something there. Quinerly.
And again, look at all the red there, Paul. I mean, that's where as a point guard, you gotta circle that thing out, kind of like what Steve Nash was so great at when he was playing for the Suns. You see that time and time again. That's the investment in coaching. Outstanding coaching in the SEC.
Kick into the corner. Reeves and Barry.
High shoulder. You cannot make the pass from the top of the key. You got to get it to the wing.
Offensive foul called on Molinar in a frustrating afternoon.
Dribble against Alabama and just do this right here. They're good at staying in front of you.
It'll be tough to find anybody faster with the ball in their hands than Wheeler.
Jahvon Quinerly. Quinerly for three. Kamara. No. Petty. It's the run out started. Quinerly. Yeah.
Who's starting to come into his own for the Crimson Tide. A little bit of up and down season, but nothing but up on this one.
The mark. Quinerly for three. Down from deep.
Yeah, and this Alabama team's so scary when they're playing with confidence. I don't know if there's anybody on this team not playing with elite confidence.
Quinerly, corner three.
A little early, you didn't miss anything. Ellis drives, and the first three of the night is made for Alabama in conference play. Quinerly shooting 53% from three. Watch out, Herb Jones. 4 out, one on the inside, create big gaps and drive it. There you go. You can have them sit out in practice. When you have them miss a game and it becomes public, everybody takes. Quinerly throws it high up off the window.
Defensively, they took it personal. My man's not going to score. I'm going to be held accountable on this game film.
Reeves kicks. Ellis in and out on the three. Jones doing some work. Jahvon Quinerly wide open. That the ball within a foot of the rim. Kicked it for a three. Quinerly playing safety with interception, and they got numbers. Alley-oop again. Should be terrific.
I just kind of sense that Arkansas and Alabama one little piece of each other one more time. Boy, how good is he? That's for a long afternoon.
What a difference a day makes, huh? The way Mississippi State played that first half, and Quinerly walking off.
The fastest offense in college ball, Alabama. I mentioned it earlier. You have to go all the way back to not the draft board, but the folks that I talk to in the NBA that I trust their and value their opinion of that kid. But I'm not sure about the Kentucky kids. If they go, they better get really good feedback because yesterday...
The jury was out on my selection.
You're not Jordan Bruner as a play-by-play guy. You are not.
Well, I love all those guys, but with all due respect,
there's no doubt about that. Think about what's going to go on down there in certainly Indianapolis. Can you imagine if one of the great teams challenging for a championship?
I'm telling them, just hang in there. It didn't hit me for a while, like day 7, 8. It did the same thing, and that's when he was finally anxious.
And Alabama's been challenging off the bounce, even though the threes are not falling. They made 2 so far. Oh, nice spin. Good handle
all the way to the rack.
That's enough, and you have many opportunities. Let's face it. You're going to win some games. They don't get that chance. But 26-4, and they're not going to win this game. They got to make threes. It's simple as can be. That's been their calling card all year. They have not been able to make them. They got to make the three ball.
They've been so helpful. They've been unbelievable.
Think about Tennessee, Mr. Sekoviak. Certainly think when you look at Alabama and these people here, the SIDs have been so good, really well. His dad was a terrific player at Iona. Look at this. There's the jam. Nick Saban jumps out. Oh, he jumps out with joy and jubilation back in Tuscaloosa. He says, it's my Bama guys. But I can tell you, you can just feel the intensity right coming through the screen. You can feel the intensity, the kind of emotion between these guys. Oh, look at that drive. Are you kidding me? He does so much. He's trying to get one-on-one with someone.
One-on-one with Vescovi. They feed it back to him again. A lot of times Dickie V will drive and then kick for a three. Instead, it's Quinerly inside. Penetrates. Petty got the block as he came back to defend.
Petty's a real good defensive player. A lot of people don't realize.
Cameron Thomas with 11.
Well, they get play out of their big three, man. Watch out. They're zoning right now. Great run out by Charlie Thomas. He's playing a little zone right here and staying in a zone. Trying to match up out of it. Really taking a little top wide open three.
Hayes can't get it to go, and Quinerly will force the action again.
Hayes can shoot that. Averaging 22 points a game. One of the 4 big-time scorers in his first year wearing an LSU uniform. Joins the likes of the pistol.
McKinney. Number 10 on the offensive glass. They've got 18 offensive rebounds today.
Wow.
Shackelford, quick, Hyatt does.
Jones with another block. Shackelford numbers for Alabama. Quinerly,
multi-talented, doing it all.
Quinerly with Smart on him. 7 on the shot clock. Penetrates and kicks.
Pushing off, putting pressure on the ankle. That's the area that he is going to have to test. And talking about testing the area of Method Nation. 9:28 for the Crimson Tide.
Got a steal from Reeves. Quinerly gives it up, and the finish.
Put the ball in.
Huge jump in scoring for Ayala. Primo knocks down a
former teammates last year. You know them, they know you.
Grad transfer going to Maryland. Goes. Quinerly with hard on him, giving up some size. Quinerly gets a step. Little runner in the lane is good. Quinter help. Quinerly kicks it. The attack. Quinerly, shot fake, sidestep, contested 3, and he makes it. Wow. What a shot. That was a tough 3. Petty loses the handle as well. Fortunate to get it back. Kick to the corner. Nice pass. 3 up on a box score. You won't see it much, but just watching that Alabama bench, and we've showed you a number of shots over there as Quinerly scores inside. It's been a challenge. Yes. No question. Every team has dealt with it. But to arrive here in the NCAA tournament, you can just see the joy in these players' faces. Quinerly, a little fake. Quinerly's got it. And a double-double. Turns to the floor. He's been saddled with foul trouble. Alabama went on 2 big runs without him, though, as Quinerly hits a 3 coming out of the top.
Clock down to 10. Primo having a catch with Quinerly.
Watch him go.
Over Huckins. Got it. A 3.
He's so fast that you have a replay. And what do? You try to get your scorer, get him involved. Look at this. To the basket. And we'll check him out defensively, who he's guarding.
Quinerly. Killer crossover and finishes program. 15-2 run.
Look at this.
So easy for Quinerly, poked away by Jaquez. Quinerly retrieves. Drives, got a runway, and he lays it in overtime.
I would say not to settle.
Quinerly a 3. On target.
Rebounds, and they're looking to push it. Very well-organized team in the fast break and transition.
Quinerly buries the tray as the Crimson Tide of all the starters back.
It really doesn't matter. You step in, you make the most of your minutes, and you make a difference for the team and try to win. And that's what J.D. Davidson has been doing.
Now rebounding in 28-22. Quinerly. Bediako the assist. Quinerly with a tray.
Look at Bediako.
Quinerly wide open, and he connects. Darius Miles. Nifty moves, draws the
big time shot there for Mayo.
J.D. Davison, his first point. And Quinerly, little short. Tap back to Gurley behind the back. Ellis. Give it to him.
With some really good dribble drive action. They're making the extra pass unselfish.
Quinerly connects.
Leaders going at it. South Dakota hoping to make a South Dakota State hoping to make a little push.
Buzz, and then you left school with an NBA draft pick. Here is Quinerly. That's silky smooth. Quinerly. Reverse layup. 26 points. Jahvon.
Defensive team. They will show a lot of different looks at Alabama, mainly in a zone that is very tough.
Ellis finding Quinerly. Long range. Got it.
They can take their man one-on-one. When they got it going, this Alabama team is tough to beat.
Oh, Jahvon. Gurley kept this alive for Quinerly. One app, one tap. Not only are they in Tuscaloosa, saw them at breakfast this morning at the Waysider.
If you're Alabama, that is not where Drew Timme can ever catch the ball. That close to the basket, because if he gets it there, it's over.
Jahvon Quinerly from deep in Alabama.
In the last 2. He's been ultra efficient, hasn't turned it over, rebounding the ball well.
Good in transition there, turns it over, but I think teams want to see, can he step out and shoot the 3? Because
pretty late today. Thanks, Roger. And the lay-in, pretty go. And a quick burst again.
Yeah, so defensively staying much more attached to Shackelford. and offensively getting back to where their strength is, and that is attacking and finding ways to score in the paint.
Tough step.
The SEC is loaded from top to bottom.
J.D. Davison, a big three. Shot clock inside 10.
Quinerly's got to attack him.
He hits a three from the corner. And you're so familiar with that league, Sean. Where do you see them in the landscape of the SEC this year as Noah Gurley finishes?
Well, as I mentioned,
Kyler's too strong, and now Quinerly's got a 3-on-2. He takes it himself and lays it up for the left hand. And rebounds a game, 7.7, and he's picking up some more. Quinerly, pretty play. Quinerly will have to fire it up here on a tough shot. Buries it. Wow.
That is.
Quinerly not slowing down. Gets it to go. Boy, is he
burned the pressure by keeping separation on their ball screen and allowed for an alley and a foul.
And that time, Quinerly comes away with it. He knows one speed all the way to the rack, and he lays it up.
Maybe 7.
Do I hear 8?
He's the best offensive rebounder I've seen this year outside of Oscar Tshiebwe at Kentucky.
Quinerly, it is so...
They run after a miss.
Quinerly to the rack, lays it up and lays it in. They're 0 of 6 from 3. They're 2 of 6 from two-point land. Now Ellis with 10. Look at Ziegler, huh? Trying to get in front of Quinerly. That's a hard thing to do. When he goes reverse, that is a real... Quinerly out of control. He drives. He got the bucket, and he will shoot a free. Defensively for Tennessee and Alabama, and shutting it off. Boy, good runner by Quinerly with 3-point game. Quinerly,
so fast.
He is quick, and he got fouled. It'll go to...
Against Tennessee, came back late from a 10-point deficit. Before he could pull into his spot. Step through. Nifty spin. Making Bama work. Quinerly launches. Yeah. Nice dish.
Yeah.
And a finish in the lane from deep this half. Alabama shot just 31. Up. Shackelford with the interception. Quinerly with the touch pass. Ellis
winds up from the left side. And guard spread. Going to set a middle ball screen. Some with Bediako. Let guys make plays.
Oh, what
there
a pass! It was just... Quinerly, another touch pass. It is simply...
If you're an Alabama fan, you know that. Simpson maybe has hit a bit of that freshman wall. Quinerly, is that improved? Is it just live reps? Is it practice? Is it thinking more, thinking less?
A lot of video work.
Crossover, Quinerly, nasty. There's by Davison to take that rebound to his teammate. And the finish.
Aaron, armbar, but a big hoop from Mizzou.
Quinerly bottled up. No matter.
A lot of assists. He had the one great kick out for the 3. Now he sets up his young freshman. So many guards go too far. That time Pickett picked up his dribble and had the chance to evaluate what the defense was giving him.
Very quick pace for both teams. Quinerly into traffic. Left hand, pretty play. Jahvon Quinerly. The speed. Good pass, Davison. Up and in. What a look from Quinerly. He wants the pass. Quinerly 3. Back-to-back 3-point buckets for Alabama. Quinerly got by a Kinjo. Finger roll. That's just way too... Shackelford. Kick. Quinerly would love one to drop, and there it is. Right in front of Scott Drew and that Baylor bench. Nato just trying to find that right combination. 8 different players have been on the court 7 minutes or more. And when Davison's in, he's keeping the ball in the middle third of the floor. And Nato just saying that's where our bread's being buttered right now. And Quinerly. And of course, Tennessee, Texas, the nightcapper. There you go. Quinerly, he is feeling it today. How's Jahvon Quinerly been doing? Maybe a little fatherly advice. Get inside that head of his. You are the man. You can be the man. Quinerly has the ball out top. He's been really good so far with a dozen. Bounce pass, and a layup. Ready, that kid has speed, dealing with the bruised tailbone, but
That was an extra gear.
Gary, the roll, that's pretty. He lays it up and in, and Jahvon Gary now double figures.
He sets the ball screen. Now go, man. Get out of there with conviction and purpose and passion. And, man, that on-ball screen in transition, it's all about the speed of the roller.
Davison gets loose again, but he beats his man. Quinerly three. Got it! Big three, Jahvon Quinerly. They kind of got lucky there.
JD is yes.
Quinerly just made a three, now penetrates. Oh, what a shot with the left hand for Jahvon Quinerly, and he's fouled. He'll go to the left. Back the other way, backing up the three. Quinerly with the left. Oakland, tough product.
Yeah.
Lost his mom when he was young to leukemia. Raised by his dad, his grandmother. Now they got that too deep. Quinerly to the hole. He leaves that up. Second foul on Johnson. Quinerly has a lane. Oh, high over Kessler. What a shot. Quinerly again uses the rim as a... Looks like a big trip for Alabama, even though we're just underway in the second half. And Quinerly knocks down a three for the Tigers in the second half, and a chance to get within 6. Quinerly, another high arcer. Boy, Jahvon.
Wendell Green is in the game.
Quinerly, yes, in the paint.
Not the last 3 or 4 ball games, but
that's charged by Shackelford and Quinerly, one of the top scoring duos in the entire country. And Quinerly, who's not. Quinerly taking it himself. Nobody else touched it. He splashes it and get it to finish, and he's still on the floor as Bama comes the other way. Behind the back, Shackelford on any given night. To Seth's point, 4 assists on 11 field goals. Well, there's a dime. Bama is only 6 for 11 at the rim. Most of those misses coming up the offensive putback.
Alabama missed 18 shots in the first half. They got 8 of them back on the offensive glass.
He's playing 20 minutes a game.
Yeah.
Molinar gets beat on the drop. Jimmy, let me ask you, is Quinerly? Molinar guarding the quick Quinerly. Beat him to the rim and got him to lane.
Struggling in this game. You shortcut it, and he sees a clean rim for the first time. Man, that's speed. Wow. Up against Auburn, that would do it as well. Can they finish this one off?
Only 2 quad 1 wins. Here's Quinerly into Moore.
Wow.
And he finished with some. Lob it into Quinerly. Bediako left alone. Weak shot help was too late. You know, to Bediako's line. He also has 6 blocks already tonight. Here's Quinerly. Step back 1 foot. Got it!
Here's Quinerly. Boy, Pippen gave him a little bit of room to the right, and Quinerly took advantage of it. Quinerly got it.
You see the difference?
Goodness.
We know those don't get called anymore.
Wait.
You kidding me?
Down to Quinerly. Behind the back to Rojas. A moment ago.
Wow. That is certainly our all-star mayhem moment. I mean, this is in traffic.
Robbins, this is just the 6th game that he has played this year. Nice take to the... 32 points in the first half. They have 30 right now. How about the fast break? Davison to Quinerly, who...
He was thinking about them as a tournament team. Now all of a sudden, if they win this one, you got... What did Frank say to us today? That he doesn't mind if they hit a bunch. Well, they're off. Davison probes the baseline. Out to Shackelford. Swing to Quinerly. Launch a 3. Yes. Oh, my. The 2 fouls, Woodley will. Meanwhile, Bama igniting from 3. And now igniting from 2 with that type of ratio.
It seems like, Mike, they're trying to play a little bit faster. You know what I'm saying? Just every time, Mike, you just got to get him diverted.
Right.
Go under or over. You don't have.
Quinerly. That's just a little one.
To see if they can spread the floor and get some of their guard downhill, just like Quinerly in that situation.
Yeah, how about that touch pass, finding Bediako for the first point. But couldn't quite control it. Here's another look at Quinerly.
Watch this, get into the paint. He knew he was going there all along.
Here today on Championship Day, PK 85. Let it fly! Yeah!
Quinerly a 3.
Like Damian Lillard across the street. Oh, Damian, yeah.
Mark Sears, his third 19 in the Bahamas, a Carolina victory, and Armando Bacot, as a freshman, had a double-double as Jahvon Quinerly. 4 days. How challenging is it?
It's challenging, but North Carolina, they know what they're doing.
3 off the mark for Mark Sears.
Nick Pringle doing a good job.
3 for Jahvon.
Alabama. And North Carolina's been able to do this.
Answer.
The offensive guys have got to finish. Whether it's Michael Jordan, James Worthy.
Quinerly for Alabama. And a quick dart to the basket from Quinerly.
Yeah. The smoke coming out of one of Jeb Burton's teepees over in Bend, Oregon. Right up through the top.
I'm afraid to ask you about your teepee right now. Here's Jahvon Quinerly. Noah Gurley. 3 more time.
Guy they just carried off, right?
Yes, and he's back in there after rolling that ankle. Jahvon Quinerly in Alabama.
He hasn't been out there in seemingly forever.
Brandon Miller and Amari Burnett for each for Alabama. Is down the lane. Charles Bennett to shoot.
They don't come to help and release pressure to help Quinerly.
Flips it up. 10-second differential. 1 point, Tar Heels leads.
Over the top, Bediako.
And the drop in.
Position offense was the worst it's been all year in the game against Arkansas. Quinerly gets him back on
to get downhill into tough twos.
Finger roll on the other side. Quinerly. Guarded now by Moore. Quinerly with the lob. And a finish.
And match the confidence that they shoot it with. Auburn has so far.
Quinerly to Bediako. How about Kentucky's fight today?
A little scuffle, right?
Quinerly high off the window.
That's
8
point and a half.
Quinerly gets downhill.
That's the problem. I'm telling you.
Teams rushed.
No, he doesn't.
Well, he'd make a great NASCAR driver, right? He's so good in traffic. Quinerly got it.
Jahvon Quinerly, man, such a winning player on both ends.
Now he blows by him. Quinerly's. Quinerly match up with Williams now. Drive right past him, and that is a mismatch all night. They'll have a chance to go.
Part the size of Tuscaloosa. I mean, the 3 ball, he shoots it with such ease, but this is where he's most dangerous. And he can go either direction, is what he's showing you right here. And he can finish going down outside the lane with the right or the left. He has been in complete control of the basketball on the offensive end. That play right there was an impactful play. Not only does he get the rip, but he
the net on his first attempt. The alley-oop. Bediako got stuffed by the rim, but he followed. Quinerly ball fake, his first. In it goes after. The white shirts there on the offensive glass. Quinerly tries again.
That's good in Alabama.
Good for him.
And man, what a year it has been in this league.
Quinerly steps into a 3, and it's a little different. In a lot of ways, A&M last year was Vanderbilt this year.
Yes, they were.
They just didn't get to the final Vanderbilt. Quinerly lays it up. Is that a goaltend?
Gets to his left paw, down the left pipe for the finish.
Quinerly all the way to the rack with that left hand.
Got numbers. Go.
Quinerly. He's got 18 now. Down another offensive rebound. And Marble and Taylor stay on the bench for A&M. The finger roll from Quinerly, and what a game there. 12 of the 23 field goals have come from 3. Quinerly, the dump down. Bediako lays it up.
Major impact as well. JQ today.
After yesterday?
Yeah.
Early on, just got to have good offense to get back and set up their defense.
Quinerly, runner. Boy, he makes that look so easy. There's Miller off balance. He slipped. Saved by Bediako for the 3. Outside by Quinerly.
Well, that's where they're...
Back in front goes Maryland. Miller gets his first. Tough match. Got to get some help. Huge size advantage and to the tough 2. Miller waits and taps.
quick hops. Memories for you, right? You would bring that up.
Quinerly. No one stopped him. They don't have that shot. With the Tide with the basketball. Up 5. Quinerly right away to the hole. Make it 7.
No, so
it's going to happen now. As you said, do it for your family. Here's Miller. Oh, yes. Plays in this game. Young comes slicing. Oh, look at Miller. Get it out. And actually hit him in the elbow. He was up so high. Swing it over to the other end. Is it going to go? Yes. Now with 10 points.
Bringing stops together and rebounding. He's so good at that freeze lane.
Quite good.
The guards break you down. Cause so many problems.
Look at that. 15 years old. Everybody already knows about him. Micah is Hakeem spelled backwards, as he was anxious to tell us. Oh, look at that. I tell you, Quinerly. Position that I would say you were mainly a 3. There is Quinerly.
Speaking of 3.
Yes. Hey, he's having
always unbalanced, great footwork.
And good vision, too, what's going on out there. He knew he was going to make that.
Veteran in the middle, that's Malcolm Dandridge, who's now in his 5th season playing for Penny Hardaway and the Tigers. Quinerly to Walton. He's a sharpshooter, and that's
Spain action. A little late getting to it. They never set the back screen. Therefore, the second back screen couldn't be set.
So there goes the veteran into the paint and scores.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But think about this. Missouri last year was number 362 in the country in terms of defensive rebound rate. They did not clean up the defensive glass last year. So far in this one, Memphis only 1 offensive rebound. That's a good sign for Missouri early.
Design, according to Penny Hardaway. There's Jones. His second look from deep in this half. Left it short. Offensive board. Walton wants it and got it. Jaquan Walton.
Again, just an effort play, though, to run.
Tigers up 8.
I felt like coming in that Memphis's defense was ahead of their offense.
No surprise who they go back to, huh? I mean, it forces a timeout.
Kevin, if I'm calling the plays, you know Rick Stanley.
They were right there with Georgia late in that game last week. And a couple of field goals helped the reigning national champs remain unbeaten. What is it, 27 in a row?
Yeah, good hands by Pierce to save an automatic 2 that Memphis had come out of the corner.
Quinerly wide open, and that's one that he won't miss. On the wheel right now, in control. Quinerly, another blow by, out to Jones, puts it up and puts it in.
Kevin, really well done. It was a horns action that impressed with Memphis's one-on-one defense. Because Missouri has tried to isolate him and just get guys in space.
14-point lead now.
And thinking of a guy in space, and as a result, the heat of Memphis just continues to turn up the dial.
Shaw falls down. Quinerly got another. It is Jahvon Quinerly's showcase tonight.
The paint and gets downhill. He was frustrated with himself after missing that. It was a beautiful attack.
Sophomore from DC. Well, these 2 point guards just go.
Opportunity to put points on the board. Those possessions are huge.
And so they can stretch this maybe to a double-digit lead. Quinerly.
The rim on their defensive end. Scoring off of their defense.
A crossover for Quinerly. He's got Memphis.
If you're Memphis, take care of the ball. Don't turn it over and let Ole Miss start feeling good about it.
Jahvon Quinerly. Oh, goodness!
Man, he just pogos off the floor.
And you know, one thing, as driving in and getting the layup is what's a rebound, who else? Lowell to get it stripped. And Quinerly has tied it. 9 turnovers in the first half. Memphis with 10 points off those 9 turnovers. And it was a 10-point lead early. For sure, what a play, 38-34. Floating runner again, Quinerly. Nice job by Jones, kept it alive. Mills kicks it to the corner. Quinerly for 3, yes.
Finish the game. We'll see if VCU can do it in the friendly confines tonight in front of their home crowd.
Quinerly for 3, he got it. We're tied at 6.
Wednesday against VCU, they got the win in overtime, so they're going to roll with it, and Quinerly, the runner, goes.
Chip in there, too. You don't want Memphis to prepare for Tyrese Radford.
Nice dunk.
Defense is defending Wade Taylor.
Quinerly turns the corner, gets all the way to the rack. On the shot clock.
Totally just looked at your fingernails.
And Quinerly knocks down the...
That's where A&M's been successful.
There's the runner by Quinerly. If it's not Jones...
Really taking Wade Taylor out of this game.
Quinerly with the blow-by and the finish.
That's a timeout. Just wait. Create space.
Walton gets all the attention. That leaves Quinerly open. And he makes him pay from deep. The SEC is going to be a fun conference to watch.
SEC is going to be absolutely remarkable. I think Kentucky is showing that they can be good defensively, but the great length makes them an offensive juggernaut, just like this guy, Jahvon Quinerly. He's been...
Yeah, coach says he still doesn't understand how they didn't get picked as an at-large in the NCAA tournament.
Nice
right
move.
Out of the timeout, that's Quinn. Jaden Hardaway also in the game for Memphis. Here's Quinerly from the corner for three.
Nice recognition. Hardaway talking, they got to make more shots. They will from the outside, but don't settle just for an open three if that's what you get.
Quinerly the
nice
drive,
move.
and he lays it in.
Too good with it.
1 point lead for Memphis. The stop and start by Quinerly. 5.5 to go. Quinerly drives, splits the defense, and lays it in off.
Around him, he's got to always makes plays when it matters.
Quinerly drives, lays it up and in with the left hand. That's the play call.
Ryan Dunn has not made a three-pointer since the end of November. That the Tigers have beaten 3 straight ranked teams. Quinerly got it.
The one thing they got to fix is the turnovers. Another turnover there, and Memphis had numbers if they pushed it.
Quinerly drains another.
South Dakota State, or South Dakota, and 497 rebounds.
Well, he does this great, doesn't he? Uses that guy to get him
to play in the first half. Quinerly for 3. It's good.
Well, he can do it all this game. Takes the individual play out of it now.
Quinerly.
Not for him.
Well, he fed the rim nicely.
Thing that can be done on the part of DeMarcus Sharp and defense there.
Quinerly steps back for 3. Got it.
Timeout.
Tomlin gets his 8th rebound to go along with 9 points. Quinerly blows by Emmanuel. Memphis slowing it down now with 4.5 to go. Quinerly, the runner. Oh, the floater over Wilmore.
Been in the game. Quinerly with a 3, and that's good. Memphis hits you fast. Quinerly pulling the trigger and hitting. Tigers go to work to try to win it in regulation. 2 left. Quinerly wins it.
The offensive rebound. Back to Quinerly. 3-ball. Got it.
Really, he got beat off the bounce.
First points of the day for Chuck Harris on that drive.
This is where you have to convince yourself that it's okay to be tired later.
Right. Quinerly.
That's tough.
How about that?
That's tough.
Quinerly.
Space.
8 seconds to go. Quinerly for 3. It's good! 3 seconds remaining. How about that?
The correct term is bonkers. It's not a great play. You really didn't get what you wanted, but you got Jahvon Quinerly an opportunity to win the game, very similar to the spot that he made the shot against Tulsa.
Exactly.
David Jones not able to get the back cut, not able to get it. I think they were seeking David Jones out, but Jahvon Quinerly, the guy you go to, that's 2 game winners in a row. If they can get a stop, question is, do you foul? I like just force the toughest shot possible if you can without fouling.
Tigers. Mentioned Memphis was down 15 in the first half to SMU. Here's Quinerly for percentage, 44%. Memphis also shooting 44% from beyond the arc, but 4 of 9. The runner for Memphis. Quinerly from the wing for 3. The Memphis starters back on the floor.
Man-to-man defense as the Rollers have been most of the night.
Quinerly pulls up. Ivy Curry is just a terrific looking player. Now has 19. Quinerly Quinerly comes back and he lays it in high off the high risk, right?
Yes, high risk, low return.
Quinerly pulls up top of the key. He's hit. He only has one foul. Quinerly double teamed. 6 now on the shot clock. Again, working against Wyatt. Turns, spins, shoots, scores.
8 points per game in those 3.
Quinerly will launch his first 3. Both teams on fire to start this game.
They're in a good rhythm as well.
Trying to get inside, and there's the steal by Malcolm Dandridge. He's leading the break. Finds his point guard in Quinerly, and he lays it in. We're all tied at 10.
Quinerly and Jones, it's on the season, but they're getting some good looks. They're spacing the court and really sharing the ball.
Quinerly keeps his dribble alive as they blitz him. Now getting through into the paint, lays it in. Jahvon Quinerly, so dangerous off the bounce.
It's warmer here than it is outside, so both teams are heating it up.
Walton will launch from deep, and he knocks down his second 3.
Jay could get a little tighter on him. He should be tighter. At 6'7", he should be able to go out and contest him.
Throwing it up, Dandridge lays it in. A nice assist there for Jahvon Quinerly.
Nice job by Dandridge. Just
pick and roll. Dandridge running to the rim, and he caught a body. Malcolm Dandridge, get out the way.
Memphis around, and they're trying to do that right now, but both teams are pretty physical.
Tomlin will launch the 3, and the big fella, the Kansas State transfer.
In the lane on that possession by Memphis.
Quinerly, he'll take a deep one, nothing but net. Jahvon Quinerly.
Well, he's won the last
hurt last year, and now they're trying to bring him back to where they think he can get to. Quinerly, so quick off the bounce. Finishing at the rim, we're tied at 36.
Starts to fall at once. You just hope. That's not always the case, but today, Wichita State has been very efficient.
Walton, nothing but nylon. He's up to 11
for 15 minutes. That's all I would say if I was Memphis.
Quinerly probing, gets all the way to the block. Now working with his back to the basket, finds the double, and there's Dandridge on the slam.
The thing about Quinerly, it's so special. Run a little pick and roll, try to get him up.
Quinerly kept the feet down. Used that screen from Dandridge. A cutting Jourdain. What a play drawn up out of the timeout by Penny Hardaway.
Well, that's where Nick Jourdain shows his experience, his intelligence as a basketball player. He just cuts back door. You see coming over on the weak side.
Play.
Well, that's one thing you can't do against Jahvon Quinerly. You can't overhelp. And if you just flat leave your man, that's what he's going to do. He's going to fight. You have to show a little bit, but I would not help off. Not sure who fits into your style of coaching and what you need. And looks like I think he's got a good staff now to stay.
Ooh, Jahvon Quinerly with the steal and the up and up.
This defense now is starting to be active on the ball and off the ball. And then you see Quinerly just that.
Quinerly calling for it, trying to dissect the zone. Shot clock's at 7. Jourdain for deep. That's how you break it.
Well, Quinerly.
This was a 3-point game at the half. Here's Quinerly. Splish, splash. He's got 17 points and 9 assists.
They have 80 already.
Jones, Walton, and Quinerly. Quinerly trying to play a little bully ball. Kick out to Tomlin for deep. Once he gets into this offense, this
is David Jones saying, no, I'm not a 2-point scorer. I'm a 20-point scorer.
Quinerly with the facial. He's up to 20 points.
And the thing is, this is just like he's playing in his backyard. Just little simple hesitation, fade away. And as Mike Green would say, from way downtown, yes.
Tim, Memphis is shooting 7 of 9 for 3-point land here in the second half.
Amazingly, that wasn't a foul call.
Quinerly, a logo shot. He just shakes his head at it.
It takes some time to figure out how you can be impactful. And some guys, you got to be impactful with the energy, and that's something Pryor can do.
Chris Youngblood, 15 a game to lead USF, and here's Quinerly again. He creates.
Be able to turn it up and just bury an opponent.
You get Jahvon Quinerly a good look out of the half. 12 down in the second half to win. They're trying to come back from 15 down in the second half tonight. Quinerly gets around Pryor, and it's
the ball goes where you can attack. Just hasn't been much there.
Deep one, Quinerly. Needed it.
Big.
What a comeback by South Florida. Can they find the finishing touch? Quinerly. He is the closer for Memphis.
Games
for the Tulane Green Wave as Kobe King comes out confident early. Quinerly. Number 5 today. Quinerly. We are tied. This team has made 6 3-pointers today, almost identical percentages. And another one. Quinerly.
Been playing ball a long time, but a big-time athlete. His
had an incredible non-conference run. Good trap, but they find Quinerly out of it. And the 3 goes for Jahvon Quinerly.
Walton kind of sold that one, but did not get the call. Quinerly, the floater in the...
Especially since it wasn't a wide-open layup.
Quinerly! Cautious in playing Memphis's game in terms of the pace.
The fastest tempo team in the American.
If you're Memphis, it's a team that switches, it's a team that scrambles, and oftentimes you're out of position. And that's something on Quinerly thought is applied. Kunu, surf instructor.
Water is water. Quinerly drills it. Jonathan Pierre, it is another Memphis takeaway. Temple's 6th turnover. Tomlin almost gave it right back. Quinerly launches, and Quinerly drills it. Big 12 schedule makers did them no favor. Wow. As Quinerly hits. Jordan again in a double team finds a cutting Quinerly. Wow. The look away and the lefty finish.
And Quinerly, he will lock it in. So Hardaway will inbound. They're looking for Quinerly. Catch and shoot. Jordan is doubled, so Quinerly, he's now open in the corner. Look at the ball moves. Shot by Quinerly.
Possibly can.
Quinerly, they went under the screen and he makes them.
Didn't get a chance to get it to him. Tomlin got in the passing lane. Now it's Quinerly.
Up, steps through, and hits the mid-range jumper.
Half a game. They are doubling their average so far tonight. And there's a quick answer on the...
Hamilton teaches at FSU, right? Just disrupt by taking vision away.
There goes Quinerly off the baseline and lays it in.
Away this year. I mean, just purposeful, meaningful conversations where you feel it. He says one thing and you're like, yeah, okay, I agree. Pretty much they'd have to do this over and over again, but run and jump. He gets himself back into the play better.
Quinerly with a nice reverse.
From 3. Not a great 3-point shooting team. Quinerly's going to line up the 3, and he knocks it down. Old stomping grounds. Quinerly, the great cut, and the runner goes.
You got 11 minutes, plenty of time, no reason to panic.
Braswell 3 triples tonight for 9. The runner by Quinerly.
Trying to figure out whether he can get back in the game or not.
Quinerly pulls up at the free throw line and drains it. Cooper, nice touch pass to Quinerly. Steps back beyond the arc for 3. Brings it 66-54. Same Mustangs team that just beat Memphis by 27. They went on a roll. Wow.
In Kansas State, and Memphis still left wondering what if a team that had beaten as Quinerly scores. Last 4 games are 4 for 10 to start. Quinerly again penetrating. Quinerly finally gets one to...
What Memphis has done well defensively and forcing the game to be played through the post.
There's Quinerly with an N1 opportunity. Quinerly posting Gaffney. Quinerly gets to the right hand and uses the...
Hit Golden on the short roll, but don't just have him occupy the block. That's good action.
Quinerly on the other side. Golden blocks it. Quinerly into the body of Golden. Quinerly rolls it in over the top of Golden. Every time Memphis has the ball, they're trying to push. Quinerly razzle-dazzle. So he was eligible to play immediately and just pop into a roster midseason. Jason Munz wrote a great piece on Tomlin and his upbringing in the Commercial Appeal today.
Freeze Carolina. They had won 3 in a row. They went to Rice, lost, come home here. Quinerly just putting
would be
yep.
Gift from the basketball gods. 17th turnover by ECU. That's the season high, and Quinerly's
one of those guys. 10-0 run here for UAB after Memphis got the first 2 baskets of the game. Quinerly for 3, and he comes down. Again, switch defenses.
Here's a three. It's up and good. B Blazers at 57%. No field goals in almost 7 minutes, and finally Quinerly gets.
Well, now you just need one good shot. You got to get this thing down to 18 or 17. Quinerly.
He does. Quinerly, 4 seconds to go. Quinerly, long three, got it at the buzzer. And a steal by Quinerly. Got it.
Quinerly with a big. Quinerly, a deep three is good. Off today as Jones comes the other way. Quinerly fakes a three. Now step back for three, and Quinerly's it is. Quinerly through the defense with the left hand finish. And Quinerly, 10 straight games, the Owls have scored at least 70 points. Quinerly, another deep three is good.
This is Naquan Tomlin here for Memphis for Quinerly. Quinerly gets a step. He takes it in for the two. That's Memphis. Jones. There's Quinerly. Spots up and drains it. How about that? And after trailing by a point, Wichita State's on a 7-0 run as Quinerly stops that on the runner.